Hello, hello, hello. I hope everyone is doing well. Here we are for another design session. Skate Park Mark making skateboards, giving them to low-income kids in Montana. And I go around to the community and get sponsors. And this particular build, skateboard build, is for a sponsor named Danny Blowers. Thank you to Danny, Farmers Insurance Agent. And I know Danny, I've always recognized him because we both grew up here in Missoula. Most recently, though, I've seen him on the ice rink playing hockey. And I'll tell you one thing, you do not want to get hit by a puck coming from Danny Blowers because he can really wax them. But there was something about him, I was like, there was a kinship there. I don't know how to explain it. But then after visiting with Danny, it turns out he, like myself, is actually just a football player playing hockey. And I could recognize him right away because I don't know. So I used to love to play football. And anyway, I digress. Here we are. Looked on Danny's Facebook page, and it looks like he's a Chicago Blackhawks fan. So here I am playing around with some Blackhawks looking boards. No real rhyme or reason here. Hey, he's an insurance agent. You should have some insurance board. Well, doesn't matter. It's whatever we want to do. And quite frankly, the kids, they like boards that are, a little bit different. So that's what we're doing here. We've got me playing with this Blackhawks logo on a puck here. I've got a puck, doing some text work there around that puck. One goal. Got a Stanley Cup ring we're throwing in there. And why wouldn't we? Got kind of a background of some ice, which is always nice. All right, here we are grabbing the Farmers Insurance logo off the internet, running a trace here in Illustrator, getting a vector graphic that we can then place into InDesign. And we're going to go with a Farmers Insurance hockey puck, of all things. Danny Blowers. And that looks good. I like the color scheme, the blue and red. Good branding there. Also, found out that Danny is a sport fisherman, and I just like the idea of the big fish. And so here we've got a tuna, it looks like. And we're playing kind of with some tuna work here. And I bring that into Illustrator, that full picture, and then I trace it just a couple colors. Because these boards look better with less colors. More artistic, more deliberate, more professional. All right, and looking for some sort of dock, I think, effect that we're gonna maybe have our fish on, and I guess I was thinking kind of a lake house look there. Looks pretty good. Some of that grungy font. And it's just fun. Oh, I really like that font. That one, it looks real Old Man in the Sea. Okay. And I guess Danny Blowers plays for J&M Electric a lot of the times in the hockey league. So I took that old J&M logo somehow. I don't know where exactly I got that. Put that on a board. Also, then we've got the bulldog. And this was a mystery bulldog. I don't know what team it was for, But here I am running a trace on that Bulldog. Ended up really cool, I thought. And of course, it wasn't until talking with Danny that I found out that he went to Western down in Dillon. So I guess he played football down there for the Western Bulldogs. I guess it's Western Montana Bulldogs. And they got a good athletic program down there, from what I gather. And it's just a good looking logo. It's different than all the other Bulldogs. There's a lot of Bulldogs out there, and this particular Bulldog logo, just, he looks fierce. And it's simple too, and got a little bit of that cool collar. So put that Bulldog into our template here, match those colors up, and bada boom, bada bing, we've got a Western skateboard. Bulldog proud. That just looks great too. All these boards, they just look good. Some of that lighting is always fun to do. Those spotlights, I always look for that. So here we are taking another angle here. Just, trying to figure out, hit that client's hot button. What does he like? Well, we'll go with the tried and true Montana Grizzlies. Easy to spot a Grizz lover. So here I am actually tracing the trail to the M, all 13 switchbacks. I really like that aspect of this design. And so being an old school Grizz, and I think Danny is too, we come from that era of Dave Dickinson, so I put him in there. And if you notice, the Bobcat that Dave's playing against, that's the uniform from when I was in college at Montana State, and they were no doubt losing to the Grizz at that juncture. And Don Reed, legendary Grizz coach. So this is fun. We just get this little kind of film strip object here, and then you just get to fill it in with all these cute pictures of, the Montana Grizzlies. And we've got the logo. What's a Grizz without Dave Dickinson? And Washington Grizzly Stadium at night. See, we still have that tuna fish logo in there, and that doesn't make much sense. And right, looking for a background now to complement this and the color scheme. And this M looks good. The copper, the old Grizz copper, doesn't get a better color than that, at least for me, with my nostalgia here. So where do we go from here? It looks like I'm took a little time out there, a little siesta. And but I'm back at it with Danny Blower's insurance on a path that is made from the photo reel there, and that just looks cool. I like that. Here's me in Illustrator doing some warping to see if that might be fun. And it always is fun. Now, bringing those warped fonts over into Illustrator, just placing them in there. And it's good. It's looking good. I think it needs something, though. Oh, here it is. Old Grizz, harken back to the days. And kind of got a little bit of that 70s kind of funk going on there with that look. And that's That's hot. That's just a sexy looking board. Throw a little matching side over here with our old Grizz color, which is some kind of math equation as far as transparency goes. And what happened was, unfortunately, when I flattened this board to send it to the printer, that old Grizz I couldn't get the transparency to work. So that means that each one of those layers has this little effect. It's a transparency effect. And anyway, to make a long story short, I had to tweak it a little bit. And here we are at the end of it. I'll go ahead and put the final board back on here so we can all see. And sounding off, thanks again to Danny Blowers Insurance and answering the call and bringing his energy to Missoula. Love what he does. Thank you, Danny. You the man. And look forward to doing more in the future. Hope all's well. Take care, everyone. Check it out. Skatepark Mark for Missoula.com. Giving kids sports. Thanks.